Hey guys, Springgrace here, and welcome to my team builder for my DraftKings match versus Joedor. We're going to be doing it live, IRL, right here, as soon as I am done with this little team builder. So, let's take a look at what he drafted. He drafted Heatran, Celebi, Kingdra, Rabombi, Golem, Zergatry, Weavile, Golbat, and Exploud, which is a very odd team. My team is also very strange, so like I can't really say much, but yeah, Heatran was his first pick, and I love Heatran. I've used Heatran before. Its move pool is ridiculous. It really does not get enough credit for its move pool. It makes a really good Z user, so it wouldn't surprise me if that's what he put his Z Crystal on, if he is running one. And, yeah, Heatran. Heatran's cool. And then I'm mostly worried about the Weavile, because, if he chooses to Scarf it, it fricks my... If he chooses to Scarf it, it just destroys my Victini. Ice destroys my Diggersby. You can have Fighting Move for my Pangoro or Aerial Ace. They run Aerial Ace. Yeah, I mean, Weavile is very scary, and it can do a lot to my team if I let it. So, very big goal there is to stop the Weavile as soon as possible if he has it. Exploud is also a notable threat, and yeah, his whole team is just weird and scary. I don't understand. But so looking at what I drafted here, I talked a little bit about it as I was going through Joe's mons. Victini, Diggersby, Pangoro, Ditto, Gogoat, Mega Manectric, Granbull, Registeel, and Druddigon. I picked up my core with my free picks. It's something that Joe pointed out to me, which is kind of weird, but it works. As much as I want to bring Diggersby to this match, and I still might, I think he's really expecting the Diggersby just because it puts in so much work against his team. That's why I'm not bringing it. I think that was my thought process on that. I am not sure, but I am running Victini here with Choice Scarf. It's relatively standard here with its moveset: Brick Break, Volt Strike, Recreate, and U-Turn. But if it works, it works. I have made sure that I outspeed everything of his on his team if I'm Scarfed without speed investment, since I will be Scarfed. It'll be perfectly fine. If he Scarfs the Weavile, I'm screwed. And I know what you're saying. People don't Scarf Weaviles, but this is draft format. I have ran a Scarfed Weavile in draft format before. It did hinder it a little bit, but it did what it needed to do, and that's what I'm afraid of. So going to be very, very wary of that one in the match. So Brick Break is for the Heatran to handle that. Bolt Strike is just kind of coverage to handle Kingdra, neutrally to handle Golbat mostly, and it's just kind of a nice neutral play. Golem is no longer on the field. If I need to make that play, I can, and I also have Recreate, which is kind of standard. You kind of need a fire move, especially when I'm going up against a Celebi and a Rabombi and a Weavile, although I do have Brick Break for the Weavile if need be, so V-Create's more of a backup than anything in that case. And Brick Break will also handle the Exploud a little bit. Exploud's scary. I'm scared of Exploud. I've gotten swept by an Exploud before in a draft league match. So, no, I'm not trying to have any flashbacks on that one. Moving on here, we have Master Shifu, the Pangoro, and I'm running a bulk up variant, hopefully to get this in on the Celebi, assuming it doesn't have Dazzling Gleam, because I think it can get it, and it will probably kill me if it uses it. So I will have to scout for that, but besides that, I have bulk up Drain Punch, Bullet Punch, and Knockoff. So Bullet Punch, I needed priority on this team just in case there are any sashes. Weavile, he likes his sashed Weavile, so that's a thing. And also Golem has Sturdy, I believe, if I am not incorrect there. So definitely want to have priority. I think it's one of the only forms of priority on my team, if not the only form of priority. So definitely bringing Bullet Punch. Drain Punch is my fighting stab, and it handles Heatran, it handles Golem, it handles Weavile, it handles Exploud. Yeah, putting in a lot of work. So putting in a lot of work there. I'm just going max. Not very creative on my EV spreads thus far. Just kind of standard, because it's just going to be what works. And then Ditto here, I'm running an Expert Belt, so I can hopefully bluff Choice Scarf if I'm lucky, and I don't miss. If I get the speed ties that I need to make that bluff, I'm hoping that this works out, because I feel like he's expecting a Scarf variant, and honestly that would probably be a little bit smarter on my part, but we're going to see how this goes instead. So Ditto, if I trace his Heatran, which, you know, might have Earth Power, it might not. Now that I'm saying that, I kind of want to run the Scarf. No, that's fine. We can take an Earth Power easily and switch moves up if we need to. So yeah, tracing any of these would be pretty good. Tracing a Zergatry that's been boosted would be fun. But impostoring becoming a Rabambi that's been boosted would be fun. Yeah, and scouting for sets is always something I like to do with Ditto, just so if I'm not sure if he has something, I can know for sure that he has something. So Ditto was my replacement. I think I originally had Drudagon here, but as much as I want to bring Drudagon, I think Ditto will be able to put in a little more work for me. So moving on to Registeel here, this set is very interesting. As you can see, I am running max HP, max attack, 4 defense, assault vest. Now, I've run some calcs on this, and this 1v1's the Heatran, this 1v1's the Weavile, this 1v1's the Celebi a little bit. Like, he cannot touch me with special mons with this, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So ideally, I get a power punch. I get a power-up punch. I can Earthquake his Heatran after I live a fire move because I will tank fire moves. It's beautiful. I'm excited. I can't wait for Registeel. Facade, I think I was actually I was actually team prepping on Joe's phone originally, and I think I bumped Facade, and I was like, yeah, you know what? No, this is perfect. In case I get burned by the Heatran, I can punish something else for it. So that'll be nice. And then Ice Punch to hit Celebi, because otherwise I'm sort of walled by it, and to hit the Kingdra neutrally, and to hit Rabambi pretty well, to hit Golbat for sure, because that's one that kind of walls me too. So yeah, that's cool. Moving on here, we have Supdog the Gramble. I love this set. This set is really fun, and this set he has a lot of special attackers, so I'm really taking advantage of that. Super Fang to tear down, you know, big walls that I usually can't hit, or like, you know, I'm packing no investment, as you can see here. So definitely relying on Super Fang and Seismic Toss here to get my damage off. Roar to get rid of anything that may be setting up in my face or something that I know I can take a hit from and get it out of the way long enough for me to make a plan to handle it. And then Earthquake here, which with no attack investment will OHKO his Heatran. So that is fantastic. Maybe Kingdra neutrally, but then I have Thunderbolt, so there's no point in that. So I have Hidden Power Grass to hopefully catch his Golem off guard, and yeah, otherwise relatively standard set. I did speed creep it for his Weavile, so I have some HP investment here, and yeah, that's pretty much my whole team, and I'm really looking forward to this match. So there is the team I'm bringing. So thank you guys so much for watching the Team Builder. Be sure to check out the match and or matches depending on whether we do 1 or best of 3 in case something really weird or stupid happens in the first one and we're just like, yeah, no, we need to do another one or 2. So yeah, leave a like if you're excited. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in another video, and until then, remember, never fall from grace. Bye!